Legends do not always begin with prophecy. They sometimes begin with a reckoning. The echoes of the South Pole still burn in crimson light, a blazing testament to gods and devils swept aside by the unstoppable might of the Celestial River Navy. Qin Mu sits within the dragon qilin's carriage, each breath weighed by fury, and the fragile hope that South Deity Vermillion Bird can yet rise from the Great Dao's cage. Ancient alliances, betrayals, and unspoken debts converge here, as the Forbidden Zone stretches its fiery wings toward the sky, challenging even the Invincible Great Wizard. The 10th Celestial Venerables scheme's loom, and the Hall of Fragrance descends, locking fate in runes and talismans. In cap, Tales of Hurting Gods, chapter 1039-1040, Qin Mu steps into a crucible where every decision may ignite or extinguish a god's life, and perhaps his own. Qin Mu's face darkened, his gaze sharp as a blade. Is this the scheme of you and South Deity? Red Deity Qishayu's brows knitted in confusion. Celestial Venerable Yue had a hand in this as well. Celestial Venerable Mu, you are the Invincible Great Wizard. Why this unease? Heaven, Duke, and Earth Count yet live. They can resurrect South Deity, allowing her to shed the shackles of her Great Dao. Is this not a rare blessing of the heavens? A blessing of the heavens? Qin Mu's laugh was bitter, hollow, echoing from the throne. Wariness shadowed his features. Blessing of the heavens? You dare speak so when none sought my counsel? My resurrection arts are not omnipotent. There exist arcane forces capable of restraining my art, all wielded by the 10 celestial venerables of the celestial heavens. Qishayu's expression faltered. Qin Mu commanded the heavenly dragon treasure carriage forth, streaking toward the South Pole's forbidden domain. The Grand Emperor's grand overarching consciousness, heaven, the celestial heavens, Hall of Fragrance, the Celestial Emperor's Forbidden Zone, the ruins of End held by Celestial Empress and Yuan Mu, all these can bar my soul's call. Should they hide your essence in the great void, even I cannot find you. Seated in the roaring carriage, frustration coiled within him. Can I truly revive you, South Deity? Anger burned through him. South Deity Vermillion Bird was one of the few ancient gods he held dear. Their bond was second only to that with Heaven Duke and Earth Count. In the first year of the Dragon Han era, she was the first ancient god he met. On that boat, their laughter mingled with the wind, and Vermillion Bird claimed him as kin. Later, when Qin Mu lost his place in the celestial heavens after striking Celestial Venerable Hao, he sought refuge in her celestial palace. She had been the first to know of the Heaven Alliance. When Qin Mu stole the powers of the 4 deities aboard the ghost ship and faced imprisonment, it was Vermillion Bird who ensured their release. His ties with Heaven Duke and Earth Count resembled that of Elder and Junior. With Vermillion Bird, it was sibling-like. He understood her design. To seize this moment to shed her ancient god form, to be reborn beyond the confines of heaven and earth's great Dao, akin to the goddess of heavenly yin. Qin Mu's wrath flared. She had dared act without consultation, assuming the Invincible Great Wizard could restore her with ease. For her, the machinations of the 10 celestial venerables marked the perfect juncture. To perish by their hands while striking down the gods and devils stationed at the South Pole, achieving dual ends. This opportunity is also their chance to vanquish the ancient gods and me. Fists clenched, teeth gritted, Qin Mu realized the peril. Vermillion Bird sought resurrection and liberation. The celestial heavens sought her soul's suppression, proving to all that the Invincible Great Wizard was no ally to ancient gods. They possessed myriad techniques to stifle his resurrection. 4 or 5 methods restrain my art. Yet the Grand Emperor cannot employ his ultimate void, lest he expose himself. Celestial Empress and Yuan Mu cannot wield Ruins of End for fear of exposure. The Celestial Emperor's Forbidden Zone is barred. Only the Hall of Fragrance remains. Cold sweat streaked Qin Mu's face. The Hall of Fragrance held the fractured soul of Celestial Venerable Yu. Even Earth Count's search had failed to retrieve it. Among the Celestial Heaven's 72 throne halls, the 10 Celestial Venerables would surely use it to suppress Vermillion Bird, rendering his resurrection art futile. Let this be conjecture. Let the Hall of Fragrance remain in the heavens, not dispatched to the South Pole. The carriage surged, and Qin Mu glimpsed the collapsing Vermillion Bird celestial palace. The South Pole had lost its sovereign. Even should Vermillion Bird rise, control of this domain was lost. Resurrection itself might fail. Boom! The sky trembled as a celestial river, thousands of miles wide, unfurled above the South Pole, twisting space with torrents racing past suns. Vast ships floated upon its surface, which was flat as a disk, lacking up or down, traversed by countless vessels, the Celestial River Navy. Linked across the heavens for 1,000,000 years, it had quelled rebellion and swept eras into submission. The Heaven Hand, Crimson Light, High Emperor, and Founding Emperor Celestial Heavens had all fallen beneath its might. The river split like a colossal multi-tailed fox, each tributary flooding the South Pole. Flames were extinguished, gods and devils massacred. The celestial war machine moved with fearsome ease. Tributaries advanced toward Qin Mu, boats descending upon the brightest flames of the South Pole. He withdrew his gaze, the treasure carriage finally reaching the forbidden zone. Great Dao multicolored light boiled as a giant altar of flames rose, a mirage forged by divine brilliance. It formed a bird's nest atop, vast and fiery, wings of vermilion fire spreading in majestic ascent. The carriage felt the heat. Even 6 Jade Capital Realm heavenly dragons dared not approach, tempered only by the Celestial River Navy's suppressive might. 36 tributaries poured into the Forbidden Zone, ships driving into the blaze to slay the South Pole's defenders. Ancient gods and devils resisted, using terrain and bloodline power, suffering heavy losses on both sides. The dragon Qilin pressed forward, the carriage threading the South Pole's Great Dao flames. The 4 ancient deities cherished their birthplaces, and Qin Mu had never glimpsed them before. Forbidden zones concealed their origins, safeguarding vulnerabilities. Terrifying tremors of the Great Dao radiated outward as the carriage entered. Heavenly dragons advanced cautiously. Heat and light radiated danger. What seemed a sacrificial altar from afar revealed itself as mountains of Dao light, runes etched into stone, ground, and air. Treacherous to tread, the Great Dao almost solidified. The Celestial River Navy forged a path, suppressing fire and light. Divine weapons hurled from ships maintained passage. Qin Mu's carriage followed, countless boats igniting as gods and devils triggered the Great Dao's might, flames consuming all who faltered. Rebels of the South Pole met the same fate, perishing alongside celestial forces. The carriage followed, generals observing silently, allowing passage as commanded by unseen authority. "It is the Dao Flames zone ahead. Halt!" a god of the Celestial River Navy commanded. "Force the rebels into it." Divine weapons reigned, at least 10,000 gods and devils compelled into the inferno. All were reduced to ashes, none survived. Celestial Venerable Mu, a god called from above. "We withdraw now. No celestial river remains to restrain it. Pardon me, Celestial Venerable." Qin Mu inclined his head. Tributaries withdrew swiftly, carrying vessels with them, the last boat suppressing the Forbidden Zone's Dao power. "Celestial Venerable, the Dao flames possess 9 heavens. This is but the first. Deeper lies greater danger. Tread carefully." The god vanished with the final tributary. Qin Mu stepped from the carriage. "Follow me, Yanar and Fatty Dragon. The carriage remains. Yanar, use your lantern to suppress the Dao flames." Yanar held the lantern, guiding them while the carriage stayed. Dao flames roared, voids melted, temperatures climbed. Qin Mu gazed back, witnessing the South Pole distorted into a flaming ring, a vision of the first heaven. Celestial Venerable Yue's lantern sufficed here. At the second heaven, the stars and southern constellations formed a ring beyond the Forbidden Zone. The third heaven revealed the primordial realm and countless worlds hung in celestial suspension. The fourth heaven bore Heaven Dukes Xuandu. The fifth, Yudu, dim and haloed. The sixth, Ruins of End, black and void of glow. The seventh revealed the celestial heavens, dazzling and unyielding. The eighth held the other 3 poles as small rings on a larger ring. The lantern flickered, its flame waning. At the 9th heaven, the Forbidden Zone's might faltered, wind gusting violently, shirts billowing. Qin Mu beheld a throne hall descending, talismans and multicolored runes locking it with countless seals. The Hall of Fragrance had arrived. "Celestial Venerable Mu, you are late," the figure said plainly amid the 9th heaven's inferno. "South Deity has fallen." The Hall of Fragrance loomed high above the 9th heaven of the Dao flames, its ancient bronze roof etched with layers of talismanic seals, warding it from the consuming fire. The hall radiated the majesty of countless millennia, standing resolute and dignified amid the celestial blaze. Among the 72 throne halls of the heavenly realms, each a treasure of awe-inspiring might, this one stretched its grandeur before Qin Mu, and he felt his soul shrink in helplessness. Here, neither his soul guide nor resurrection could reach. From the heart of the roaring fire, the towering figure of a god emerged, each step resonating like the peal of distant thunder. His form swelled with the conflagration, becoming ever more colossal. Behind him, an even greater presence shimmered, the divine weapon Celestial Venerable Yu. At that moment, Celestial Venerable Huo was drawing upon the Great Dao light of the South Pole Forbidden Zone, seeking strength beyond mortal ken. To transcend further after reaching such heights was arduous. Beyond the celestial heavens realm, he could draw upon the elemental Dao of heaven and earth that matched his essence, and the Forbidden Zone of the South Deity Vermillion Bird offered the finest reservoir. While she lived, her power barred his claim, yet with her passing, the nest of the South Deity became his dominion. Qin Mu's gaze met the god who strode forth from the inferno. Towering, mighty, commanding, he instilled a strange unease. When you ascended to Celestial Venerable, the four deities blessed you, lengthening your life and turning perils into fortune, Qin Mu said, suppressing the fury that churned within him. And now you have slain one of them. Are you pleased? Behind Celestial Venerable Huo's head, the wheel of fire blazed, and his eyes fell upon Qin Mu. Even a mere glance seared Qin Mu's primordial spirit as though it were kindling in a conflagration. Their blessings are chains, not gifts, Huo said. I severed them long ago, at the turning of the Dragon Han era. After Celestial Venerable Yu perished, I realized my fate is mine alone, not the plaything of the ancient gods. He bent low, hand outstretched, eyes cold as frost. You died trusting these old beings, believing in harmony with post-celestial life forms. I followed him and learned only one truth. The ancient gods can never be trusted, not one of them. Rising to full height, he declared plainly, You are fortunate, Celestial Venerable Mu. You left after your ascension unblessed. Who among the blessed survived? I alone endured their scrutiny. They sought to control me. Yet is it not just to strike back and extinguish the South Deity? His gaze, like a blade of flame, bore into Qin Mu. I know your intent, to harness the old god's power against the celestial heavens. But have you pondered the four deities of old, who exacted sacrifices from post-celestial mortals? Today is a gentler age than theirs. Qin Mu nodded. If I do not resist? Yes, if you do not resist. Huo's voice was like fire flowing through rivers of flame. Resist not the celestial order, pursue your reforms, and all may live. As the human Celestial Venerable, I will protect them. Were Celestial Venerable Yu alive, he would honor my deeds. Qin Mu's eyes narrowed, trembling with intensity. Celestial Venerable Huo, you have dwelt too long in the heavens. You have not walked among humans in the vast realms. When gods and devils descend, are they not sacrificing mortals? Survival comes not from submission. It is the powerful and the wealthy who endure. It is still far better than the past, Huo said, bowing slightly, his gaze ablaze. His exhalation unleashed a torrent of fire, a sea of flames sweeping toward Qin Mu. And in time, it will be better yet. I possess the power to safeguard humans unlike the others. Yun fell, Yo secluded, Ling died unknown. Yu hides and laments, Qin rebels and hides, only I remain. He extended his hand, resolute. I labor for humanity's survival. I ally even with the loathsome to achieve this. To defeat the ancient gods, I must wield their own power. Join me, Celestial Venerable Mu. With your strength, we can forge a world where humans stand proud. No longer sacrifices, no longer pawns. Together, the celestial heavens will share power, and humans shall flourish. Qin Mu looked at the outstretched hand, his words measured. You would let humans live, yet as kneeling sacrifices appeasing gods and devils. I, too, dream, but my humans rise on their feet, free of subjugation. He paused, voice steady. In my vision, mortals thrive as scholars, painters, masters of their chosen arts, guided by the Dao, free to pursue passion, not mere survival. Huo withdrew his hand, disappointment shadowing his features. You cling to reform, stubborn as Qin. The age of 10 Celestial Venerables dawns. The corrupt ancient gods shall fade. Your era shall not come. Qin Mu's fist clenched. Where lies the South Deity's corpse? Huo turned, the flaming wheel devouring the Great Dao light as the South Pole Forbidden Zone shrank visibly. Ancient gods are chaos incarnate. They're meddling, birthed calamities. The founding emperor, the High Emperor, 300,000 years of slaughter in the Crimson Light and Dragon Han eras. Did they aid your eternal peace era? You make an enemy of me by mourning her. The forbidden zone dwindled as the multicolored Dao light vanished, the ninth heaven of Dao flames thinning. Swiftly, Qin Mu wrote a note to sever ties, casting it with a flick of his sleeves toward Huo. Since you deem me your foe, sign this to sever relations. I have signed. You write your name, and henceforth we are apart. Huo did so, and the note returned to Qin Mu, who compared the signature with his records of Celestial Venerables past. He is Huo of old, yet not of old, he mused. Pocketing the note, he turned to Yanar. Do you possess any of your mother's relics? Anything with her essence? I might summon even the scattered fragments of her soul. I have nothing, Yanar said, shaking her head. She gave me nothing. Qin Mu sighed. Perhaps in Yu's palace, let us see. The dragon Qilin's voice rumbled outside. Cult Master, Red Deity requests an audience. Qin Mu lifted a hand, curtains parted. Outside, Red Deity Xiaoyu bowed. Celestial Venerable. He closed the curtains. South Deity is gone. Qi Xiaoyu's body trembled. She stammered before composing herself. Then, Celestial Venerable. I cannot summon her, Qin Mu replied softly. Dragon P, return to the primordial realm. Days later, the carriage drew near the peach forest of the primordial realm. Qin Mu and Yanar entered, her lantern casting a gentle glow. Celestial Venerable Yue's palace loomed. Wait outside, he instructed Yanar, leaving alone. South Deity has no relics here. Her voice carried faintly from within. Do you need her belongings to summon her soul? Best would be the corporeal body. Without it, only fragments might be drawn. Yet Huo suppresses her within the Hall of Fragrance, so all is stilled. Did she leave a part of her soul for reincarnation? Qin Mu asked. Yu's reply was measured. Even with friendship, such secrets she would not share. Silence hung. Then Qin Mu spoke, voice gentle yet firm. Your spatial divine art is vast. Sister, can you help locate a few individuals? Who? Came the faint query. 2 thieves and a constable, weaving crimes across the heavens of the primordial realm.